Now, for those of you who are unaware, there was another wave of layoffs that hit the gaming industry, and it targeted the journalists now. And a lot of them are unhappy. A lot of them have gotten fired. And so the question is, should we feel bad? And the reason I'm asking for this is because, well, they're out there complaining about losing their jobs, about not being able to find work. And they're asking us to care. Like they're basically saying how unfair it is, asking us to, help them out. Apparently, I think Mercante is making a Discord server where all these journalists can gather and organize and communicate. I think some of them may even be starting YouTube channels and stuff. And so the question is should we care? No one should get fired, right? It's not nice when someone loses their job. We wouldn't like it if it happened to us, and I do live by this mantra. How would I feel if it happened to me? And to answer if we should care or not, I would like to remind people of something, right? And so this is a journalist from Polygon. He's very famous. A lot of you guys know him. He published a lot of interesting articles. He says that I'm no longer with Polygon. If you're firing, please consider the many talented writers and editors on the market. Okay, so apparently someone like me who has a YouTube channel and could benefit from a writer should consider. Every one of them deserves a spot on your staff, right? Really good PR, it seems. I wouldn't be talking more about the sale because I wasn't involved. Going to hang out with my kid, taking wins where I can. Okay, so seems that there's a lot of talented people out there that could require our support, right? If you got a business, you should definitely consider hiring a Polygon writer. And so the question is what were they writing? How good were they, right? So this is Chris Plante. And look at this article. Do you guys remember this? Do you guys remember this? I remember this. This is the day that I started despising moral busybodies of all sorts, of all ideologies, of all walks of life. The moment that I see someone moralizing a stranger, this is etched into my brain. This article just pops up from my memory. And I remember why I dislike moral busybodies. And I even made a video covering this article a couple of months ago just to remind people where I started. They keep asking what radicalizes people? Is it the YouTube algorithm? What causes extremists? This caused extremists. So if I want to radicalize people, I guess, Chris Plante is right. I should hire him. And maybe Ariel Duhaim Ross. Because they're experts at radicalizing people. Do you know how many of my friends got radicalized because of this article? I know it sounds ridiculous. One article, it was that bad. This one article was literally that fucking bad. And for those of you that forgot and don't remember what it was, back in the day, in 2014, we actually cared about scientific achievements. So much so that it was in the news. Now, very rarely do you see a scientist in the news. Unless it's to hate him, unless it's Elon Musk landing another rocket, and then you get the 5 minutes of hate with people going boo, boo, But back in the day, no, people were actually interested in scientific achievements, and they found it cool. The trivia, at least, not necessarily the science behind it, but the trivia, it's okay, your country managed to do something impressive. That was cool back then. And this guy, was pretty fucking impressive. He managed to land a shuttle on a comet. It's a huge monumental achievement because the math is incredibly difficult given how fast comets travel. Being able to intercept one, and then having a shuttle there that now doesn't use fuel, the comet just takes it into space and you can get footage from it. It's pretty fucking wild if you think about it. No other person on Earth managed to accomplish this. And so in his day of great achievement, in his day of celebration, in his day where his name should have made the history books, some journalists decided that no, actually, we should shame this person. We should steal his spotlight. Like we as journalists, we don't manage to create anything. We don't manage to send shuttles on comets. We don't manage to push the advancement of mankind. We don't manage to do any of that. But what we can do is to tear someone down, is to make someone cry. And he cried, by the way, for what they did to him. And you know what happened when he cried? Because like feminism said that, oh, well, men should be able to cry. They laughed, mocked, and ridiculed him and attacked him further. Because he was crying. So what was his sin? What exactly did he do? Wearing a shirt. This shirt doesn't even have naked women on it, right? It just has like some women that are dressed the exact way you would expect women to dress on a beach. And they show a little bit of leg. And they show a little bit of skin. And so this lady said, and this is her statement, right? That because he dresses like this, other women don't join STEM. Does that make any sense? Is it logical? No. But like that was the emotion at the time. Like we need to get more women into STEM. And we need to figure out why it doesn't work. So like the smartest minds, the journalists that everyone should hire now, right? Like the philosophical thinkers, they said that, well, women are like vampires and this shirt is like a cross. Like showing garlic to a woman. It's like, of course she's not going to work. Like how can she expect to work with you when you have a shirt with sexy depictions? And this is also when I started promoting tits and ass. Because I was like, if these people are so upset about titties, then the world desperately needs to have more fucking titties. I want these people upset. Because these people hated someone that I looked up to. They hated the man that actually dedicated his life in order to improve humanity as a whole. Something that very few people can do. He pushed the knowledge of spacefaring. That is so fucking cool. And they decided to ruin him. And so it's like, what do they hate? Tits. Okay, we need to have more tits then. That is like the logical and the normal solution for this. Not to mention that his shirt was also given to him by another woman, right? So they humiliated, they pilloried him, they mocked him. He was in the news, not for his achievement, but for the shirt. Until he started crying and got an apology to people. And as always, the apology is always demanded, never accepted. And they moved on with their lives. And now I should feel bad for them, right? These are the journalists that we should feel bad for. They never apologized for this, by the way. If the guy would have gotten fired, which was a possibility, they wouldn't have lost any sleep over it. And so, again, why is it that we need to care? And what's interesting is that nothing is stopping these journalists that are getting fired from Polygon and other places to start their own YouTube channels. But do you think they would be successful? Like, surely if they're so talented as they claim, they can go independent, right? I mean, this is why game journalism is failing now. It's because you have streamers, you have Asmongold, you have other people that are doing exactly the same thing. Why aren't they doing that? Well, because they don't have the talent to do that. You can't, be Asmongold and pull this shit. You'd lose subscribers, like people would unsubscribe immediately. If Asmongold goes around and tries to get scientists fired and mocks their shirt and starts moralizing at them, he would lose subscribers. And so this is why streamers are more wholesome. You don't see Shy Lily pulling this shit. You don't see Gargura pulling this shit either. Well, she graduated, so she can't pull it even if she wants to. But, you get my point. Anyway, right, let me know what you guys think. And, as usual, I will see you in the comment section. Take care.